is the only one. What's going on? Where y'all at? What's wrong? Okay, there we go. Queen Wanda, what's going on, beautiful? Legacy Builder, what's going on? Queen Christy, what it do? What's going on, everybody? Listen, I got one message for you. 2 words. Y'all should already know what it is. It's Friday. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Queen Mia, what's going on? But she be in that office. I don't know what be going on in here, but it's official tissue in that office. I don't know if y'all want to go ahead and let y'all cousins know that we are live. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Maybe last night was a little bit too much for them. They might have some headaches. Get y'all cousins in here and let them know that we active. This morning is always a beautiful blessing to be in the room on a Luhv Plus platform, accountability calls. Y'all know what it is. You have your coaches, you got the Queen Tamoa, you got the Queen Jazz. Listen, nothing is ever what it needs to be without our mindset mogul. So how y'all feeling today? Drop one word in the chat. Let us know how you feeling today as we let y'all cousins in, because they dragging their feet this AM. Drop one word in the chat. Tell us how you feeling. Grateful. I love it. Blessed. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Okay. Accomplished. That's what I'm talking about. Blessed. I love it. Let's go, y'all. Everybody else, y'all all right? Prominent. Wait a minute, Brian G. Wait a minute. You coming out. How long you been up? Because you didn't just wake up. Because somebody that just woke up don't use those kind of words. Okay. How long you been up this AM? I just need to know. King Reggie, what's going on, King? Queen Zell, how are you? Listen, welcome. Yes, rip him all the way out the plastic, please. And thank you. Do not play with Brian G. So, y'all, how was last night? Did anybody get a headache? Y'all had your calculators out. Somebody went, I bet you, Zell, was it you that fell asleep with the calculator? Somebody fell asleep with that calculator last night, because crunching them numbers is not a joke, not one single bit. Who fell asleep with their calculator last night? I just need to know. I know one of y'all did. I think it might have been Queen's out. Might have even been Queen Bree. Somebody, y'all was crunching them numbers last night. Listen, so this is the end of a week, and we are getting ready to go into a new week. But we're not only getting ready to go into a new week, we're actually getting ready to go into a whole new quarter. And I want y'all to get super focused and super intentional about not so much starting new things. It's time that we get extremely focused to close out this year, making sure that we are in a state of completing everything that we said we was going to look to complete this year. Anything that's open-ended, completion is the word. I need y'all to drop completion in the chat. I bet you did, Queen Wanda. Listen, I'm cat racing them. ROIs is everything. We be dreaming about them things. But we're definitely at a major point about completion. And a lot of us, right, to be honest with you, I want you to sit and do a quick reflection about why you may have so many open-ended things, or why you keep starting new things, or what it is that has you. Is there any blockages? Is there anything that's stopping you from completing the things that you started? Go back and look at your list, because we be making these to-do lists. And I keep telling people we have to get rid of the to-do list and get with the must-do list. It's vital that we get with must-do lists and focus on one primary goal at a time. Do I have your commitment this AM that we are going to be so intentional and committed to completion, one major task at a time? Because we be all over the place. It be looking good. We be real busy, but we be in lane A, B, C, D, E, and F, doing all of these different things, but we haven't completed anything. No. This is the year of the one and the only Kobe Bryant. We must get in that Mamba mentality. Drop Mamba mentality in the chat, y'all. One thing that we know about that king is his level of discipline was on another level. And every single last one of us, when we lock in, we need to lock in the Mamba mentality and make sure that our level of discipline and consistency is on a totally different level. And I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. This is for every single last one of us. And the truth of the matter is, some of us are struggling because of all the things that we're carrying with us, right? I need everybody right now. We're going to shake some things off of us. And I need everybody right now to come off mute. I need everybody to come off mute. And I want you to give yourself the round of applause that you deserve from getting from January to September 13th in 3.5 days, because that's what it feels like. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah,
let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Yo.
Mama mentality.
We here. We here.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's the time. This time. This is the time.
Let's go.
It's the 3.5 days for me.
Me too. That heavy week. That heavy week.
Let's go.
Is it just me though? Did it not feel like about 3.5 days that we are now at September 13th? I'm not understanding what's going on with time. I just don't understand what is happening. But listen, it's flying by. And so that means December is going to feel like about 47 minutes. Okay. Getting to December is going to feel like 47 minutes. We cannot be playing with time. Okay. We can't be playing with time because time is not playing with us. All right. And so listen, y'all already know what it is. At this time, I don't know. My other coaches, where y'all at? I don't know. Is anybody on the screen? Because I'm on gallery view. I don't know what's going on in here. What are we doing this AM? Well, where everybody at? Hold on.
I'm having Atlanta Wi-Fi issues.
Oh, snap. Not the Wi-Fi issues. Release the thing and let go. Let it go. Listen, everybody. Y'all already know that there's only one person that comes in. When I say get our minds right, I mean get our minds right. Like sometimes it feels like a continuous spanking, okay? Because the realness stays extremely real when we're inside of this room. I'm gonna ask my coaches right here, because all of us have these relationships that are pertinent to our life. We have a lot going on when we get off these Zooms, but I want to ask the coaches right now, before we bring up our king, our mindset mogul, y'all got anything for the people on this beautiful Friday?
You talking about carrying weight? I just say release it.
Ooh.
Just drop it. It's in the past. As long as you know you've healed from it, you've done your part, let it go. Because you care. It's not even yours no more. Just let it go. Because how are we going to move in 47 minutes to January 1st if you carrying 3,000 bags? It's not going to work. Let it go. It's time to let it all go. Because that's all we're going to do. Let it go.
Let's it go. Go ahead and start singing the Frozen song. We need that. Somebody need to hit that song.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay, that's all.
Hey, okay. Listen, yeah, we on one this morning. We are absolutely on one. The Queen Ruby.
What up? No, what up? Listen.
What up? No, talk to these people about, what they need to do.
If I know, they know, because we all in the same mentorship. So it's not really much to say. I mean, y'all know it's Don't Fold Friday. We talk about letting it go. We talk about today. Like, everything just has to happen now. Like, just make a decision now. Whatever you want to do, make a decision now. Don't allow yourself to manipulate the time that you have. Because once you make a decision and you stick to it, everything just starts to become more clear, like what you're focusing on, what your goals are, who you need to be around. And also, especially, I had this conversation last night, the type of person you need to be to receive everything that you want. Like, when you make that decision, it feels so good. There's going to be things that come with it, of course, but because you made the decision and nobody else made the decision for you, that's how you really let everything else go. Because if it's not aligned, then it don't matter, right? If it's not a sign, then it don't matter. Block out all the noise. I want y'all to drop Don't Fold in the chat, because it's really Don't Fold Friday, but that's every day when you're able to make the decision that you need to make the decision for you. And that's what I'm living through, and it feels real good. I'm telling y'all, feel good over here. Pull up.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, you heard it. If it ain't aligned, it's not a sign. Okay. Point blank, period. Listen, so we all are in mentorship. We all came into here because we are looking to take our lives to the next level. We're all looking to elevate. But how can we elevate? How can we go higher when we have all of this dead weight sitting on us? And 9 times out of 10, the weight that we carrying is hand-me-downs. It's hand-me-downs. A lot of the weight that we are carrying don't even really belong to us. But for some reason, we are holding on to this stuff. Like, I swear, I just don't understand it. And I tell people all the time, I want y'all to think about the way that we're walking around with all this weight on top of us. And I think everybody in here has took a flight before. If you took a flight before somewhere, I need you to go ahead and drop a sunshine emoji in the chat. If you've ever flown anywhere before, drop the sunshine emoji in the chat. And if you ever flown anywhere and checked some luggage, drop the sunshine emoji in the chat, right? When you go to collect your belongings after your flight, right? When you go get your bags, and a lot of times them check bags be heavy. Anybody got them overweight heavy bags? Look, drop some sunshines and emoji in the chat for me.
Them too. Them too.
No,
Why
it's
you
just
don't feel like that though? Why you
Kiana.
we could be going somewhere for a date, and me and Samoa, we got like 3 suitcases. Look, just don't judge us. Okay.
gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for anything. That's all.
Absolutely. You should have seen us in New York. OMG. Anyway, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But listen, so when you go check your bags, right? Don't be putting my business out in the street like that.
Dang, she came right
When we get off these planes, right? And we go to the little trolley thing, whatever it is, whatever the thing is called, right? And we go get these bags. You looking for just your particular bag, or are we picking up every single bag that's rolling around on that trolley? See, most of us are walking through this life as if every single bag on that trolley belongs to us. And we just snatching them all up. Every single bag, we snatching them all up. And then you looking to get outside the airport doors. How do you go through life carrying those many bags with that much weight on you? And then you join mentorships talking about you want to elevate. Huh? Leave those bags there and take only what belongs to you. And that starts with the self-check that you need to do to realize what's yours and what belongs to somebody else. Because I was carrying a lot of weight that belonged to other people for a long time. Oh, but baby, let me tell you something. It's a new day. I want you to drop "it's a new day" in the chat. It's a new day. And today, we're going to learn to start truly digging within, looking within, and releasing and letting go of weights and pressures that don't belong to us. However, we have to deal with our circumstances. Just understand that they're temporary, but you got to do the work. You have to be the one to do the work, because our millions is waiting for us. We don't have to go get, it's waiting for us. It's sitting waiting for us, but we can't get there because we too heavy. So at this moment, y'all already know, when I start to slow it down and bring my voice down a little bit, what's the word that go in the chat, y'all? What's that word that go in the chat? Who gonna do it? What's that word though? What's that? Look. Maybe I missed it. What's the word? Oh, baby, there we go. Mindset. Drop it. Mindset. It starts with our mindset. It ends with our mindset. And in this community, our mindset mogul is absolutely everything. So I need everybody to come off mute. Everybody to come off mute. And I want y'all to give him that mindset warmest welcome. The way he pours into us, we're about to pour back into him. I need everybody to come off mute and give it up for our one and only.
All right, Sam. Good day.
Mindset, baby, where you at?
Mind right.
All we needed.
Let's go with you.
Where he at?
Funny as that. The spotlight.
Oh, he ready.
What's up, y'all? How are we feeling today? How we doing today? Sunshine, thank you. I appreciate you for opening up. Thank you, Timon. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine coming through with that energy. I appreciate each and every one of you. But y'all know what time it is. Y'all know exactly what time it is. Today is what? A good day for what? A good day for what? Y'all started off when Sunshine opened up and she said, come on from mute. Snap it up, clap it up for yourselves. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm just making it up. Then as I let it go on, a little more energy poured out. But I think what Sunshine was referring to was that weight. Everybody dropped the word weight in the chat. What's going on, Mia? Mia, how you feeling today? What's up, Christy? How you feeling today? Reg, no blinks, man. No blinks. You just shooting shots, cashing. What's going on? Delisha, how we feeling? Tangela, what's happening? It's good to see you on this call. Zell, what's up? How we doing, Wanda? How we feeling, Wanda? What's up, Devin? What's going on? Anna Marie, Team Don't Sleep. What's the word? How we feeling today? Legacy Builder, you out and about. I see it. You making moves. You doing what you need to do. What's up, Lee? How we feeling? Sending you love, Queen. I know you're going through a lot. Sending you a lot of love. Making sure you got that healing going on. Bree, what's going on, Bree? How we feeling? Everybody else, look, you're the best of the best, top of the top. Cream of the crop. Nobody can tell you different. Shout out to my guy, Kyle. What's up, Kyle? I see you. Robin. What's going on, Robin? What's up, Rudy? We got Brian G in the building. Jerry. How we feeling today, Jerry? Queen V. What's going on? Shaniera's in the building. Jasmine. Francis. So shout out to everybody who's here. If I didn't call your name, still shout out to you, right? I really want to jump right back into what Sunshine was talking about when she was talking about that weight. I know. And I say this repeatedly because I chose to step into this realm of teaching or this realm of instructing because this is the hardest stuff. The hardest thing is to face yourself and realize you got work to do. Not only realize you got work to do, but go out there and execute on the work that you need to do. Some of us, we don't even know what we need to do. We're just looking for things to do. Now, one thing that I would love to point out is how many of us are our greatest critics? Drop a 1 in the chat if that's you. If you're the biggest critic of yourself, like when things happen, you criticize yourself. What about when things happen that's not even your problems, you make it your problem? What about you may be the person that everybody goes to for advice, but who do you go to? Who's your go-to person to help you out? So as I demonstrate this here, all this is what? Loosening the grip. So everybody drop loosen the grip in the chat. I want to take this off and I want to just loosen the grip a little bit. Once you start to loosen the grip a little bit, you can feel something, right? I know for me, I don't know why they be super excited, but it's almost like kids at 3 p.m. when school is letting out, when I'm on the plane and we land and that beep goes off to unbutton your seatbelt. It's almost as everybody just unbuckle the seatbelt, jump up and do, but you know you can't move until the other person moves in front of you. But what's the rush, right? So in your life right now, you may be looking and maybe thinking and hoping that, okay, everything that you've accumulated is gonna manifest into something powerful. But the truth of the matter is, you've already been powerful, but you've been looking for your power in all the wrong places. You've been looking for your power in ways that it will never show up to you. This right here is a little weighted vest. It's a little weighted vest. It's for the back, it's for the muscle, for the shoulders, help build muscle, but it's a weighted vest. Some of y'all got these weighted vests on. I want you to take it off. What could this weighted vest truly mean? Before I even take this off, y'all know I gotta read. Y'all know I gotta read. Look, before I even got on this call, I done worked out, I done took a shower, I done meditated, I done read, I did a bunch of things before I got on this call. And I always like to bring out certain chapters or just lines or excerpts in these articles or these paragraphs and just kind of get you present to some things. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which to burn. I know some of y'all dealing with some of that right now. Which bridge do you actually cross and which bridge do you actually burn? Before I even continue, I just want to get some hands up What does that even mean to you? How does it relate to you? And what are you doing about discerning between which bridge to cross and burn? So let me get some hands up. 30 seconds or less. I would love to get some hands. Let me get some hands going. All right, I'm gonna call some people out. If I don't see the hands going up, just gotta force the progress. Gotta put you in the game. I'm gonna have to just sub you in. So I'd rather you raise your own hand, get that beautiful energy. All right, so I do see a couple hands popping up. Sunshine, what we got going? What we got coming up first, Queen?
We got the Queen Ruby, who decided to put their hand up today. She said, "Oh, you talking my language. Let's go. Come on and come talk to us, Queen."
Wait, that's literally what I said. I said discernment. That's me. No, for real. Great morning, y'all. As soon as you read it, that's the immediate word that popped up into my head, because I already made a decision that discernment was my key word for the entire year of 2024, to be better at making better decisions. So that's exactly what stuck out to me. And it also reassured the fact that I'm very spiritual when it comes to God, right? So when I'm asking God for discernment, I learned along the way that it's not just him putting a decision in front of me and me making it, but he's also provided people in my corner who have great discernment, and how I can now be of great value to them in a different way. And now they can provide that value to me. So discernment can come up any and everywhere, because God, like, the way he deals with discernment, he doesn't have control over us. Like, he doesn't want to be make us a puppet, right? We have to make the choice. We have to decide to want to be better and make better decisions. But he will put the person, the environment, the people, the place in front of you. And then now you have to make that ultimate decision to be better. But he's not going to be like, hey, do this. You're a puppet and you praying and asking for answers. No, you're the answer. Like, what you decide is the answer. And now you have to make that best answer the best option for you. So discernment, I might have to get that tatted, because I love that word.
Everybody send some love in the chat. Send some love in the chat. Somebody drop in the chat, I am the answer. Somebody drop in the chat, I am the answer. Let's bring up one more person, then I'm going to read another part, and then have some more hands. Who we got? Reg? Look like Reg. What's up, Reg?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
So the hardest bridge I had to cross was leaving my job, because leaving my job, I had security, but one thing I had to realize, that I had too many people counting on me. I was too creative. If I stayed in my job, I wouldn't be able to achieve the things that I wanted to achieve. I wouldn't be able to be the answer to my family. I was the chosen one. So with me staying in my job, I was going to fail my family. Because I had to achieve some more things that I really wanted to achieve, and staying at my job, it would have cost me too much. So I had to burn that bridge. And sometimes in entrepreneurship, it gets hard, and you want to go back to a job, but you got to realize you got so many people looking at you because you are chosen. You got to break those bridges. You got to break those things to create opportunities. You want your kids to be able to make 6 figures, so it all starts with you. So I had to burn those bridges.
Absolutely. You have to be able to make sure we know which bridges to cross, which bridges to burn, because we might burn some bridges that we need to be crossing, right? Like, this actually happens. So the way that we can truly see what's meant for us is eliminating resistance. How many of you are resistant to something? Let us know in the chat. If you say I'm not, put a 0 in the chat. If you're not resistant to anything, put a 0 in the chat. If you find yourself having resistance, put a 1 in the chat. Because I know all of us, some of us might say, I'm not resistant to anything. All of us are resistant to something. And it's about being able to eliminate the resistance. We could take Reg off the screen. We got to hold him hostage up here. Thank you, Reg. We appreciate you. The thing that I'm referring to when it comes to resistance is everything that has happened in your life is given to you because you got a vision. So if you say, I want more money, before you can get more money, you got to know how it feels to have what? No money. You got to know how it feels to be slave. You got to know how it feels to be overworked and underpaid. Hold up, wait a minute, something happening. Can we go? Can we go there? Can we go to the church for the entrepreneurs? Can we go there? So I'm gonna take us there. I'm not even gonna go through the whole monologue part. I'm just gonna go right to it. I'm going right to it, because Think about this. We've been taking on other people's burdens. We've been taking on other people's problems. We take on other people's problems so good, so well, and we can't recognize our own. Wait a minute. Hold on. We can't even recognize our own. So what I'm saying to you is, when you are looking at your life and you're saying, how do I discern between which bridge to cross? You have to give up resistance. Everything that's happening in your life that you think is a problem is really just the push that you need. See, because this is based upon frequency. This world is based upon frequency. Your mind is the first reality. Now, when you envision it, nothing happens in this world without happening here first. Everything that you see around you has been envisioned in the mind. But what type of imagination are you having? Are you really utilizing your imagination to change a situation? Let me read this other part. Imagination will often carry us to worlds that we never knew. Let me read it back. Imagination will often carry us to worlds that we never knew. Now, when I'm thinking about this, right, what does that really mean? So I'm getting a download on it, and the download that I got on it is that if we're not utilizing our imagination, we won't go to the places where we want to go. And if we're using our imaginations and not focusing on a place that we want to go, it's just as bad as not even having the imagination. So if you have the ability to live and the ability to create your life, you must start doing that. You must use your imagination at the highest level. And I know that some of you are probably wondering, what does this have to do with making money? Well, you have to visualize, because money is not something that you actually make. It's just something you collect. So the purpose of money is an exchange of something. Exchange of what? Exchange of resources. Are you resourceful enough within yourself to be able to say, you know what? I want to make $1 million. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to go and do it. Now, the bridges that you might cross might depend if you get that $1 million or not. But I really want you to be in a position of understanding that the resistance is that you using your imagination the best way possible. So, for example, anxiety is the caution over a future imagined danger. Now, if I'm using my imagination to believe that something negative can happen to me, am I using my imagination to the power that I could be using it? Am I using it to the max? Am I using it to create something for myself or against myself? And the resistance usually means that you are resisting the very nature of what you need to do to get you to that next level. Once again, if you feel like finances is a struggle for you, that should give you motivation to figure out how to actually get your finances in order to create what you want. But if you're carrying around so much weight, how could you ever really focus on your own things? How could you ever even focus on what's important to you, what's in front of you? So last thing I want to read is this. When we claim to remember our past, we are surely remembering our favorite snapshots in which the long faded past is given distinct visual immortality. So whether you believe in the past being something great for you or being something that wasn't good for you, either way, you're just remembering little snapshots. Now, why is this important? Because how many of us are remembering the little bit snapshots and making the biggest amount of deal out of it? Wait a minute, that could sound insensitive. Think about what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how many of you are holding on to things that has already happened and is no longer happening, but it's stopping you from going where you want to be, and it doesn't necessarily exist? It doesn't necessarily exist anymore. It has happened already, but your mind keeps replaying these snapshots that's holding you down. In fact, hold on. Let me see something. Can we look up the definition of weight? Let's look up the definition of weight. Let's look up the definition of weight real fast. Okay. Can I get somebody to read 1 and 2? Can I get somebody to read 1 and 2?
Anybody?
Is anybody from the group going to read this, or one of the coaches got to do it?
Right.
I said anybody.
Okay. So
Somebody.
hold
Just not everybody. Okay.
hold something down by placing a heavy object on top of it. You want a mug part too?
I want it all.
A mug half filled with coffee weighted down a stack of papers. 2, attach importance or value to. Speaking, reading, and writing should be weighted equally in the assessment.
One more time. Read that second part. One more time. Actually, just don't read the examples. Just read what it is, the verbs. Go ahead.
You talking about the speaking part, Kane?
Yeah, just right here. Just read this. Don't read the examples.
Okay. Hold something down by placing a heavy object on top of it. 2, attach importance or value to.
Okay. Real quick, raise your virtual hand. How can you get rid of your weight? How can you get rid of the weight that's been bogging you down, holding you down, been weighting you down? How can you get rid of the weight? We all got weight. We all have some type of weight. How can we get rid of the weight? That's what we want to know. How can we get rid of the weight? Somebody raise their hand because this is very important. Look, if you've been dealing with something in your life and you've been feeling like you've been held back by something, even like something so simple as, oh, my credit is not fixed. Oh, I haven't gotten funded. If something like that is holding you back, raise your virtual hand. I really would love to know how would you get away from this. So this is going to help you out. All right, Sunshine, you're up here. All right, cool.
So for me, I believe it's things, there's so much alignment in this call. So I thank you. I appreciate you. But you have to get mad enough. And the Queen Ruby talk about making a decision, and inside of here, our mentors let us know that making a decision, like when you get mad enough, you're making a decision. And it's simply making a decision to decide that you no longer want to be in a place that you're in and do the follow through. We might get mad enough, but we don't do the follow through. And one thing that I wrote before y'all really even started speaking, which was so in alignment, was that I'm the solution to every obstacle I encounter. That's about self-work. Every obstacle that we encounter, understand that it's not the outside that you have to be looking at or grabbing for or attempting to fix. Look at yourself and the role and the part that you're playing in every obstacle that you're facing. Get mad enough, make the decision to decide that you no longer want to be in that place, and then simply start releasing. Look at the parts of you that need to be elevated and how you need to shift, whether it be the mindset, whether it be your thought process. And sometimes, honestly speaking, in my case, it's simply forgiving. If we learn to start forgiving things and people for certain situations, you will be surprised how the weight just disappears and you feel lighter. And so for me, that is my way of releasing and letting go.
All right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to Sunshine in the chat. Let's go to the next person. Thank you, Sunshine. Appreciate it.
King Reginald. Come on, King.
I think it starts off with, first, we got to recognize what's holding us down. A lot of us don't even know what's holding us down. So we got to recognize what's holding us down. And then once we recognize what's holding us down, release it. So quick and short.
Keep it simple, right? Everybody send some love in the chat. Let's go to the next person. Thank you, Reg.
Queen Ruby, she active today. Let's go.
You heard it? I booked my tattoo appointment. I'm getting discernment tatted on the forehead. Like, now let me be quick. But yes, I do think it's a sequence. I also think that knowing what the person, the highest version of you, what that person deserves, I feel like that is what ultimately will help you keep unlocking the key every day to now be able to let go of the weight. Because you can have one day where you feel great, you let go of the weight, but then something triggers you the next day. But what is reminding you and reassuring you, like, no, you work hard to be the person that you are today. You're not the same person from yesterday. You're damn sure not the same person from last year. So everything that you did accumulated up to this time, use that to your benefit to know, okay, I have to be this type of person, and that type of person does not deserve to feel like this. They don't deserve to have to prove themselves to other people. They don't deserve to have to be lied to. They don't deserve to have to be gold. Like, you deserve so much more because you're on a journey to the higher person. So envision what that higher person deserves, feels, eats, look likes, works out. Because that was my first answer. How you get rid of the weight? Work out. right? And that's how you get that reassurance every single day, because it needs to happen every single day. Let me get down, because today is the day. Right? You said it's a great day to have a great day.
Today is that day, baby. It's always that day. Everybody sends some love in the chat for Ruby. Let me reshare that screen. Thank you, everyone, for coming up and just sharing. And once again, I know that what I'm saying might not translate to you just yet. You might be feeling like, man, why are we going through this? How is this even important? I know. How does this relate to the fact of what we're talking about here when it comes to getting money or allowing ourselves to buy properties or even just being in a position of higher power than what we are now? I just want you to pay attention to the details. The dollars are always in the details, but the devil was always in the details too, right? So I really want to put emphasis on you being the solution, you being the problem, you being all of what it is that is being created in your world, right? Because if you are a child of God, you must be a God. How can we say that? How can we say, I'm praying to my Father, I'm praying to God, I'm a child of God, but don't believe you're a God or a goddess? I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense. A cow cannot have a dog as a baby. It just can't happen. It won't happen. It will not happen. All right. So you are produced after your kind. And God said he made man in the image and likeness. Think about it. You have God-like abilities. And the God-like ability that you have is being able to create your life. Just like God created life, you can create your life. Somebody put in the chat, I create my life. See, but there's something that's so fundamental that's been holding us. There's something that's been holding us. When you look at the root suffix in hold, what's the root suffix in hold? Old. You've been worried about something that's old. You've been letting something old hold you back. You see, the moment that the thing happened, this has happened already. The moment that the thing happened and then you move on to the next moment, it has passed already. But you've been allowing that old thing to hold you down because you haven't owned it. See, you see this? Like, you got to pay attention to the details in the words. When you look at the suffix, the root suffix, and down, it's own. You haven't owned it. So the reason why you're letting something hold you down is because it's old and you haven't owned it to say, you know what, this is my choice. You know what, things are happening because of me. Let me make sure I can move past this. Because how do you move past it? Something so simple. How did we even get to it? See, the craziest thing is that we did this, y'all. We attached an importance to it. We attached a value to it. In other words, we attached what? Drop it in the chat. We assigned a meaning to it. The meaning that you assign to something will stick because who gave the assignment? Damn, hold on, wait a minute. What is he saying right now? I said the meaning that you assign to something will stick because who gave the assignment? You are selling yourself on why this should be in your life. You are selling yourself on why this thing should make you cry. You are selling yourself on why these things are happening to you. So if you're selling this yourself, wouldn't you want to sell yourself something amazing? Wouldn't you want to sell yourself something great? Wouldn't you want to sell yourself the solution to your problem? See, somebody write messaging in the chat. Somebody drop the word messaging in the chat. See, you're being held down by something that's old that you should now own so that way you can get on top of it and say, you know what? It doesn't mean what it used to mean. I'm attaching a different level of value to it. I'm past this. I'm greater than this. I'm more than this. It's about your messaging. It's the messaging that you assign to things that gives it its value. You are all inside of this content cash flow challenge to create value because money is a receipt for the value that you provide. But how do you attach the meaning to what you provide as value? That's your messaging. Your messaging is what gives meaning to what you are producing. So I want to break some things down for y'all. But first, everybody need to take their weight off. Take your weight off. Take your weight off. Take your weight off and just see how it feels. Woo! On the real though, that felt good to take that thing off, man. I've been doing push-ups with that. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff with that. Get that off me, man. Get that off me. Now I feel good. Now I'm back to my regular self. You understand? Yeah. Okay. That's how it is. Y'all seen my energy when I first came on. It was like, damn, Yeah, I'm good, but I got a lot of things on me. Take that off. I'm feeling glorious. And that's you too. So I want you to understand that it's the meaning that you assign to things. It's something so simplistic that we make complicated. Think about it. Think about it. What are you assigning meaning to that's giving you this weight, that's allowing you to be held down? And I want to share some things with you. Look, let me share my screen because we're going to talk about messaging. Your messaging is very important. Your messaging is very important. All right. So give y'all a little sneak peek into this PDF. Niching down your messaging. Y'all know about niching down your target market, right? Let me know in the chat if y'all know about niching down your target market. Y'all know about niching down your target market, right? So you see this guy, he's working, he's saying, look, I need to put all the pieces together. This is true. Your mind can literally do this in split seconds. Like your mind does this in split seconds. Everything that he's writing on the board, it may take time to write because that's how it works. See, in your mind, you can envision and create things in split seconds. But in order to have it printed out into the 3D reality of this earth, the physical realm, it takes time. Everything takes time. Somebody put time in the chat. It takes time. But time is also on your side, and time could be against you. But it's up to you to how you perceive time. It's up to you to how you perceive time, right? So keep that in mind as we go. Can I have somebody come up and read the difference between niching, the marketing and messaging? Can I get a hand? Sunshine, if you see the hand, you can call them up. Let's see. Once again, when you participate, you learn better.
Where y'all at? Stop playing, y'all. Come on,
If nobody comes up, just one of the coaches come up.
I'll read it.
let's go.
The difference between niching, marketing, and messaging. Starting a business involves numerous steps from the building your website to finding clients. Among the myriad tasks, you'll often encounter the terms niching, marketing, and messaging. These three elements are crucial for connecting with and attracting your ideal clients. But what exactly do they mean and how do they differ? Let's explore.
Right. Thank you for that, Timor. So I want us to get present to this, right? The difference between niching, marketing, and niching messaging, right? The niching is just defining who you can best serve. Who can you best serve? Everybody drop who they can best serve in the chat. Write this down, put this into your notes. Who do you serve the best? Who can you provide the best solution to? Like, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I know y'all gonna see one person write something, y'all all gonna write something similar. But I want y'all to put the true answers in there. All right, so I see some of you saying me, which is dope. Yes. What about to your customer? What about to your client? What about to your community? What's I want you to actually write it out. So yes, first of all, you have to be able to serve yourself in order to serve someone else 100%. I want us to jump into the realm of serving other people right now. So who is that client for you? Write it down. I need you to write it down. Put it into the chat. Who is that client? When you say the client, just don't say one word. I remember I mentioned before, the dollars are in the details. Be specific with it. Give us details. When you're hanging out with your girlfriend, right? You giving them all the details. Hey girl, so so-and-so did this. So so-and-so came over. Yeah, you're giving all the details, right? When it's your husband, you want to ask all the details. Give me all the information. Now is your time to do the same. All right. Put in the chat, who are you serving? So niching helps, or niching or niching, however y'all like to say it. There's no wrong way to say it. It's just English. English is all full of made up stuff. Okay. But where's your imagination? Where's the thing that you made up? That is the most important thing. Niching helps you identify who you can best serve and who can benefit the most from your services. Think about it. It involves pinpointing a specific segment of the market that aligns with your expertise and interests. So it's not just about you, it's really about them. What do they want? Who are you serving? And you get them down to a T. Who are you serving? Right? So when you realize who you're serving, this allows you to customize your offers. I'm talking about to meet the unique needs of that person, that group, whatever it is. It's going to seem and it's going to be and it's going to feel like you're talking directly to them, right? It's going to feel like you're talking directly to them. So if you are a real estate professional and I have something to offer you and I go time management for entrepreneurs, that's one. Or I have one that says time management for real estate professionals. Which one would you choose? Which one would you choose? If you're a real estate professional and I have two offers, I have one, a time management offer, hey, time management for entrepreneurs, and then I have another offer and it says time management for real estate professionals. Which one would you choose and why? Tell us why. Which one would you choose and why? So when you talk about the messaging, right? The messaging is all about how you express the value of your business or your service or your product. Like why someone should choose you. Now, when you write or when you have your colors, right, also inside the messaging, this can help with the language, the tonality, the emotional undertones. Now, people are going to connect to pink, right? Like let's say if your favorite color was pink, would you be more likely to look at something that's pink or to acquire something that's pink? Let me know in the chat. So you should know if your favorite customer or your favorite client or your number one prospect or your target, your top target, what they love, what they want, how does it make them feel? Branding is all about feeling. So your messaging is about what type of feeling can you give to the person? Do they feel understood? Do they feel appreciated with what you're offering? Right? So your message is conveying your value. What is it about you that makes it valuable? When you talk about Amazon, what makes Amazon feel more valuable than maybe like somebody else? I don't know the competitor. You could choose the competitor, but what makes Amazon seem more valuable? Somebody says speed, right? So in your messaging, they're conveying speed. So Amazon's messaging would be what? It would be shop
Are you talking too
for
fast? What you say?
who's that? Oh, Amazon's messaging would be this. It would be shop for all of your favorite products in one location on demand and with 2-day shipping or less. That's how the messaging would be. But you have to be a Prime member, right? Obviously, that would be conveyed. You have to be a Prime member. But out of that whole messaging, the most important thing that caught you was the 2-day shipping or less. Right? So they're conveying their value within the, yeah, you probably can get these products somewhere else, but you can't get it as fast as you can online. Like you could go to the store, but you got to now leave your house and be in the lines and all of that. So it's just conveying your value, right? So let's get down to the business part of it. Why niche messaging and marketing are all important. And if y'all want, I'll break this down on a whiteboard, but I just want to show y'all something. Like when you're starting your new businesses, when you are conveying a message, your message matters. Somebody put in the chat, messaging matters. It matters so much, and it's not just about the business, it's also about your relationships as well, right? When your significant other says something to you that may hurt your feelings, it was just words. They didn't do anything to you like physically. So would you say messaging matters? Let me know in the chat. Like, would you say messaging matters? Like, if you have a menu and you're at the restaurant and the menu says, if you order a number 3, here's what you would get with the number 3. And then when you get the number 3, it was nothing like what it said on the menu. You would feel what? That messaging matters. You would feel like, damn, this is not what you said I would get. So messaging matters, no matter which level of life you want to look at it. If your boss came and said, all right, look, I'm hiring y'all right now, you're on this interview and they say, hey, what I want is I want to offer this position to you for $65,000. And you go, yeah, I'll take it. But then when you get paid, your boss go, well, I can't really give you the full $65,000. I only can give you 50,000 out of that 65. You're going to feel what? Slighted because messaging matters. Or if somebody did something to you, let's say somebody hurt your feelings. All you wanted was an apology. And if they came back and they gave you an apology, then what? Messaging matters, right? That's all it needs. That's all you needed. All right, cool. So let's break this down. Niching involves identifying specific market segments that where you could best serve this person or that group. And it allows you to tailor your offerings to meet their specific needs. So, okay, time management for real estate entrepreneurs. I'm working with real estate entrepreneurs or real estate professionals, right? But I'm giving them time management. So that's a unique need. They will feel compelled to that unique need. All right, messaging. The messaging communicates the value of the business, why clients should choose you, using the language and emotional cues that resonate with the audience. So are your audience are the type of people who are adventurous, like Red Bull, right? Red Bull market to adventurous people or people who want to, have excitement in their lives. That's why most of their commercials are either, art or it's like excitement, like snowboarding or something high adventurous type of sport. When it comes to the marketing, it involves activities and strategies to reach a target, and all of that stuff we could break down later, right? But today, I just want you to be able to walk away with the blueprint for building out your messaging. Okay, I want you to walk away with the blueprint for building out your messaging. So when it comes to niching down your messaging, right, we want to create a compelling message for your particular niche. And you have to understand what your audience wants. I don't want you to give them a lot of fluff. I don't want you to over talk. I don't want you to overlist anything. I just want you to tell them exactly what they get, how they get to do it, and what's the benefit of doing it with you. What's the benefit of using your product? What's the benefit of using your service? That's it, right? So we're gonna break these down in 3 key components, and I'll give you an example as well. So inside of your messaging, what makes you different? Like sometimes we like to use time delay. So in what made Amazon different, Amazon wasn't the first one to transcend the online mall space, right? It wasn't the first one, but what they did was they transcended the time delay, because we used to do online shopping, right? How many days did it used to take for online shopping? How many days did it used to take for online shopping? 7 to 10 days. And that was 7 to 10 business days, which could mean 2 weeks. And oftentimes it did mean 2 weeks. But Amazon came through and crushed that and said, look, we're going to offer you 2-day shipping. Once that blew up, they put Prime on it. Now you have to be a Prime member to get 2-day shipping, right? So here's where it goes. Write this down, take a screenshot. What could your customer do with the product or service? Like, what's the dream outcome of the product or service? Like, if you use this product or service, what is the dream outcome? Everyone who has the do-it-yourself credit repair, what's the dream outcome? What to your target member, to your target audience, to your target person, to your target market, what could they do with your service or product? Second, how can they do it? Okay, what can they do? Well, you can get your credit fixed with ease. You can make fixing your credit a breeze. Why? Because it's done by AI. You could just sit back, press the button, and watch the AI work. Now, what attracts them to the product or service or gives them the advantage? Like, what advantages do they have by using your product or service? What's so attractive about what you have to offer? Okay, let's break this down again. And let's do it with, I always love doing it with Netflix because it's so easy and almost everybody got Netflix. But if you start to look at the grand scheme of businesses, you will see that everybody uses this formula. Everything that I ever bring up to you, it's not that it's just me using it. It's everybody, because I like to study what's going on and I study psychology and see what's working, right? So with Netflix, what's Netflix? What can customers do with Netflix? What's the first thing? What can customers do with Netflix? Somebody says stream. What else? As you as a client of Netflix or customer, if maybe you have Hulu, it's gonna still be the same. But if you have Netflix, right? What can you do? And V, why are you giving all the secrets? What can you do with Netflix? Like from your standpoint, what can you do with Netflix? watch anywhere, veg out. What else? Absolutely. All of these are correct, right? Now, what can you do with Netflix is you can watch all of your favorite TV shows and movies. That's what you could do with Netflix. How can you do it? In one location, on demand. Okay, what's the most attractive part? Because there's Tubi. I can watch some of my favorite shows in Tubi, some of my favorite movies in Tubi. But I have the most updated ones in Netflix, and it's for one low rate. So the messaging is watch all of your favorite TV shows and movies in one location on demand for one low rate. You see how easy that is? Let me know in the chat. Be honest with me. Is that easy to remember? Is that easy to understand? They're not listing all of the shows that they're going to give you, but they're giving you the framework of what you could expect. What could you do with the product? How you're going to be able to do it. It's on demand. It's easy. It's in one location. I don't got to worry about renting. I don't got to worry about doing none of that. Pay-per-views. I got it all here. All I got to do is pay one low rate per month. Okay? So when it comes to your messaging, here are some of the frameworks continued, right? So this is what we like to add into it. So when it comes to attracting your customers, I want you to start to incorporating keywords or buzzwords into your offer. Now, when you do that, this is what makes it irresistible. This is the thing that I mentioned earlier that connected most of you all with Amazon, because they said, what did Amazon put at the end of their messaging? 2-day shipping for free. 2-day shipping for free. 2-day shipping for free. Unheard of. At the time when it first came out, unheard of. 2-day shipping for free? No, that's crazy. That is crazy. Sometimes you gotta be a little crazy to be successful. Sometimes you gotta be a little crazy to cash out. Okay? So what about some other buzzwords? On demand. For only $20, only $50, only $9.99 per month. You see that? The word only, drop the word only. Going forward, anytime you make a price point for anything that you have, that you offer, make sure you place only in front of it. Subconsciously, it tells a person that this is doable. Only, okay? Only. Buy one, get one. Some of y'all know about that. BOGO, right? Buy one, get one. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one half off. Buy one, get one in the mail. I don't know, something. Buy one, get something, right? That's how they do. Now, as a bonus, you get, and y'all all love bonuses, so you could also have bonuses. Even if your regular offer, you can take some of what, you can take the base or the strongest point of your offer and leave that as the offer. And then all the other components that you had in your offer, you can just make it as the bonus, right? Y'all follow? Let me know if you follow. Also, you want to put the time delays on it, right? Limited time, in 30 days or less, in less than 2 days or less than a week, right? This week only. You want to be able to put time delays up there, because when you add time delays, what happens is you start to see that people react differently. Like I mentioned before, if I say Johnny bit the dog, you're going to be like, Johnny bit the dog? Damn, that's crazy. But if I say the dog bit Johnny, you're going to say, damn, is Johnny okay? What type of dog was it? Just by your messaging, it changes the response of the person, even if the words are all the same. I just said the same words. In fact, let me take you off of mute. Let me stop sharing the screen real quick and do it this way, because this is how powerful your messaging is. This is how powerful it is. Now, just write in the chat. And I know, Sunshine, you went through this a couple of times, so you ain't got to answer, but you could if you want to. I know I said this. I said, if I say to you, Johnny, or the dog bit Johnny, what's your response? Yeah, all drop it in the chat. What's your response? I'm literally showing you in real time that no matter, it's the same words, but it's the sequence and it's the order in which you say things that allow you to get the results that you truly want. Because the order is what is going to translate to the person that makes them respond. So it's just a call and response, but you have to know the right order of words to say and to allow a person to say, you know what, and give an answer that would be beneficial to you. So in your messaging, this is where you start to do the order of things, so that way you can get the response that you want. Order makes a big difference, right? So now if I said, Johnny bit the dog, what's your response? It's still the same words, but it's a whole different response. So if you haven't noticed, or you maybe didn't realize, the way that you speak to your clients or the way that your messaging is, you're training people to say no to you. The way that your messaging is, you're having people willingly say no. I'll pass. When you're speaking to motivated sellers, right? The way that you're speaking in the order that you speak, when we give you the assignments, when we give you the list, when we give you the scripts, you have to really use it how we designed it, because if not, you're doing it out of order and you're going to get a response that you probably wouldn't like. So it's in the order in which you do things. So, for example, if you knew that you was going to go through the mud off-road, driving your truck off-road because you're going to have some fun on the weekend, would you get your car washed right before you go? You about to go right into the mud, or you probably or would you get it done afterwards? It's the order in which you do things. Now here's so simple. If you do it before, if you get your car washed before you take your truck onto that off-road site and you're having that fun on the dirt and doing all, you just cost yourself money. Your choice costed you money, right? Based upon whatever it is that you paid for your wash. Maybe you did the little self-wash and you just wanted to get some stuff off it. Cool, that's done. But you still paid for the order that you do things. That's really where I'm going with this. Let me finish this up, y'all, and we're gonna close out. But I want you to pick this up so that way when you are out there speaking about what you offer, you can get the result that you truly want. So once again, we have the framework, right? What's the first part? What's the first part of the framework? Don't watch your TV show, watch your favorite TV shows and movies. What's the first part? What's the basis of the first part? What they get to do with your product or service, right? What the client, the customer, the community gets to do with your product or service. So write that out, what they get to do. So with Netflix, what they get to do is watch their favorite TV shows and movies. How do they get to do it? They get to do it on an app in one location. What's the benefit? What's advantageous to them? Why? Why should they choose Netflix? Because it's on demand whenever you want for one low rate per month. Right? So now when you combine the messaging, it sounds like this. Watch your favorite TV shows and movies in one location on demand whenever you want for one low rate per month. That's it. That is it. You also want your messaging to be so memorable that people can repeat it going away. How many of us know commercial jingles? Like, you know, some jingles of the commercial. You probably never use the service, but you know that jingle, right? So when we talk about Amazon, it's the same thing. Shop for your favorite products on an app in one location with 2-day shipping and even same-day shipping for free. Right? Look how easy this is to remember. It's so easy that you don't have to think about it. You know exactly what Amazon is offering. They're offering you a place to shop where you can get some of the stuff that you love at the same day or 2-day shipping for free. Okay? So I want you to create your own messaging, and I want you to be able to drop it in the Telegram group, drop it in Luhv Plus, drop it wherever you are at. I want you to drop it because I want you to start getting comfortable with sharing your messaging. Also remember, your significant other, you could use this in that way too. What do they get to do? How do they get to do it? And what's the advantage of them doing it? And then present whatever it is that you want them to do for you. Like if you want to take your significant, if you want to go to the park, right? And you just want a nice little date around the park, just want to walk around the park and talk with your significant other. Instead of just going to your significant other and saying to them, hey, can we go to the park? Do you want to go to the park? They might not want to go. And you take their response as, damn, they don't love you or whatever the case may be. That's not how I want you to sell anymore going forward. I want you to give them exactly what they would want in exchange for what you want. And same thing with your business. You want money, and the person that's in front of you, your client, your customer, your community, they want a result. Same thing with your significant other, right? Give them what they want. Okay, babe, do you think that if I went and took you to this place, that place, and you got to do this and that, and we got to spend time together, do you think that we'll have time to go to the park? You might have to do that. You might have to take your significant other to that favorite place real fast just to get your walk in the park. But that's selling. So I want you to be able to use this not only in your business, but in your personal life, because your relationships matter. Now, here's how you're going to do your own messaging. You need to identify what your clients can achieve with your service. Right? Maybe you want to achieve wellness goals. What is it? I want to lose 26 pounds. Determine how can they achieve your goals. Okay, I'm going to give you their goals. I'm going to give you personalized coaching sessions, but also highlight what makes your service advantageous to them. It's tailored fit to your lifestyle, to your needs, and I can get you results in 30 days or less, right? So these are the things that you want to be able to do. Don't forget to use for free, on demand, one low rate, only the price, buy one, get one as a bonus, limited time, and all of that, all right? So your messaging would sound like something: achieve your wellness goals through personalized sessions, tailored fit for your unique lifestyle and needs. As a bonus, you'll get a free initial consultation for a limited time. All right, so that's a quick messaging. Your messaging should be so simple, so easy that people could remember it, people could relate to it, and that people want to use it. If you follow this framework, I can almost promise you that your messaging will be so clear, so compelling that it resonates with your target audience, and it makes it easier for them to see the value in what you offer. Because you don't have to convince them of anything. You just have to give them what they want. Selling is listening to what people want and providing them what they need as a solution. And that's really it. So once again, make sure you use the buzzwords. Make sure you make it simple. It should be one sentence. You could do two sentences, but it should be one sentence. And you could also start doing this. Just Google anything online that's a business. And then when it comes up on the business, when it comes up online, read. You can read their messaging. Okay? You can read their messaging. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. You're getting ready to close up, you know. Get ready to close up, though. All right, let's just say, give me something to look up. Somebody, let me know. Give me something to look up. All right, never mind. They got Best Buy right here. So what is Best Buy's messaging? Somebody come off of mute. What is Best Buy's messaging? At this point, Best Buy, they're some super big company at this point. So their messaging will be a little bit different because they now would like show off a little bit, so to speak. Who we got? I see Bree's hand is up. Let's bring Bree up. What's up, Bree? What is the messaging for Best Buy?
Find great deals on clearance. Sorry, my hand, let me lower it. Find great deals on clearance, open box refurbished items, and more.
Wait, where you see that at? Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the outlet. That's the outlet. Up here. The official messaging for Best Buy.
Shop with an expert right from home. Call, chat, video chat, or in-home consultation. Get the latest deals now. Buy online.
Oh, so who are they catering to? Just by their messaging, who are they catering to?
People who don't want to leave the house.
Ah, what else? Who else? People who need help. The first thing they say is shop with an expert. So Geek Squad, right? They was the first ones to really come up with the whole Geek Squad. Like, so that's what made them big. The fact they had somebody who can help you with your tech. And that's what really made them big. And then everything else was just, some of y'all probably don't even go to Best Buy anymore because, you got Apple or something like that. But anyway, great job on that. You can literally just go and look at all of these different businesses and just study a little bit. Not everybody's going to have the best messaging. Some people, they just got a lot of money. They put money in everywhere. They can see them on ads, so they become known. And some of these places, you don't even know their messaging. You just know. Does anybody know Target's messaging? Does anybody know Target's messaging? But you probably shop there. You probably call it Target. You shop at Target, right? But do you know their messaging? So I would say go look at some of this stuff so that way you can look at it too and say, damn, how can my messaging be this way? How can I make sure that people can read my messages? I don't even have to be around, and I'm selling them just based upon my message. Was this helpful for anybody today? Let me know. Y'all can come over mute. Somebody can come over mute. Let me know as I get ready to close out. TJ, you called it TJ? All right, cool. So remember, we started out with that line that says the hardest thing in life is to learn which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. We segued into imagination will carry us to worlds that we never knew. And then I think we finished off with when we claim to remember our past, we surely remember our favorite snapshots. So going forward, let's just change the narrative. Let's assign a new meaning to the messages that we have in our lives, because that's the easiest way to get rid of the weight, is to assign it a new meaning, because that is how we got the weight in the first place. So in order for you to be spectacular in this world, you need to have great messaging. And if you're a person that feels like your life is not working, it's because the messaging that you have acquired is not working for you. Change the meaning of the message. Change the meaning of how you interact with people. Change the meaning of the relationship. Whatever you assign meaning to, you get to meet. So if you want to be that version of yourself that is has the best body, change the meaning to it. All right, change the meaning. If like, okay, working out, you might not want to work out. Change the meaning. If I work out, I'm gonna have the best body. If I work out, it's helping me. If I work out, I'm gonna be amazing. Like, change the meaning to things. I'm gonna bring Sunshine up. Sunshine, close us out with some words. But before we do that, everybody come up on mute, snap it up and clap it up for yourselves. Appreciate you. If you learned anything today, go into Telegram, go into Luhv Plus, and make sure y'all put your biggest takeaways from today. We're gonna have everybody unmute.
All right, guys, it's
Awesome.
Friday.
Family, let's
Thank
go.
you.
It's
Great
Friday.
class,
Soul
great
Food
class.
It's
Friday.
Friday, let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go, guys.
End of the
It's
week.
Friday.
I want to know why y'all sound like it's Monday though.
Friday.
What's really going on in here? King Devin. I see you got
Hi.
your
No.
hand up. King. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, family? Thank you guys for bringing me up. Good morning to all you guys, to Kings and Queens. So I really like this call. We kind of touched base on this in Sunshine Sunday. One of the key takeaways, I lifted my hand, but I got a bunch of stuff going on right now, pulling in a bunch of different directions, is in order to level up, right? It definitely starts in the mind, but forgiveness is like one of the most key components to being able to move forward, right? And one of those things that I took a class on this, and man, it's super powerful, but it's maintenance, right? It's not done, just a one-time thing, right? Just like an oil change on a vehicle, right? You got to get your oil changed every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, right? So same thing when it comes to the forgiveness process, right? And you're forgiving not for that individual, but for yourself, right? In order for you to level up, So that was kind of my key takeaway with today's call. And Mr. Two Common Crew, I appreciate you, brother. I always do, man. Just know I'm locked in. I just got a bunch of things going on right now, bro.
We so appreciate you, King Devin. I need everybody to show the King some love. And you're right. We did start covering this, right, on Sunday. And it was so crazy because when he started talking about frequency, the first thing I thought about was Sunday was we changing the frequency in the room tonight, right? And so it's all about understanding truly who you truly are. Go back to the core essence of you. There's so many of us that have lost the true sense of who we are. We're so caught up in the titles and the moms and the dads and the husband and the wife and the CEO, the CEO, whatever it is. Okay, it's a lot going on, but we have to sit up there and get away from those titles for a moment and get back to the core essence of who we are. And when you get back to that place, that's when you could sit up there and really start checking in and honing in on what your message is, because you can't have the proper message going through all of these titles and channels because it's really not who you are. You have to sit up there and take the time out to truly get back to you. And our King is like, he's phenomenal on everything that he says. But one thing that stands out the most and what we need to leave on, what really, really thinking about and getting our message clear and putting it out there, is that money is the receipt for the value that you bring, the value that you provide. Ask yourself, what kind of value am I truly providing? And who am I providing this value to? If we don't have the money that we really want or need or desire at this time, it doesn't mean that it isn't coming. It means that we have to sit up there and look at ourselves and do some shifting. You know, sometimes we have to pivot in life, and it's okay. But truly, when we start providing the value that other people need, not the value that we think they need, that they truly need, trust and believe your money will stop looking funny, and that bank account will start looking the way that you need it to. It starts with you. It always ends with you. And if y'all don't stop playing with sitting up there and truly giving yourselves a hand, truly applauding where you are today, because you could be anywhere this Friday morning. As a matter of fact, from Sunday to Saturday, y'all could be anywhere in life doing any other thing, but you're inside of this mentorship because you finally decided, you made a decision to choose you. Now follow through. Follow through. That was just the beginning. The investment was just the beginning. Follow through, get back to the core essence of who you are, and let's stop playing and grabbing everybody's luggage and packages and everything else from everywhere that we're going, and let's start releasing the weight so we can elevate to our highest and our next level. It's about living your best life, showing up as your best self, not just today, not any day, but every day. So at this point, because y'all gonna stop playing with yourself and stop acting like, don't, you know what I mean? Stop acting like it's Monday. And I need everybody to come off mute right now and give yourselves. If y'all don't start applauding for yourselves the way that y'all applaud for everybody else, then we got some other fine tuning that we need to do in here. Start applauding yourselves for the work that you've done, even just this week. Let's go, everybody. I need everybody to come off mute and let's get this right, y'all. Stop sounding like it's Monday. It's Friday. Let's get with it, y'all. Let's go, because I can't hear y'all yet.
Hey, Monday, it's
Let's
Friday,
go.
guys.
Let's
Let's
Friday.
get
It's
it, let's get it, let's
Friday.
get it, let's
It's
money.
Friday.
It's
Let's
Friday.
go.
Let's do it. Let's
Hey,
do it. Let's
man.
do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Keep it
go.
moving.
Let's
Go.
go.
Let's
We
go.
got
It's
this.
that
Let's go,
time.
guys.
Let's get it.
It's
It's
the
Friday.
time.
Friday,
Oh, it's
guys.
gonna
It's
be
money.
Everybody, let's
Friday.
go.
Friday.
Y'all keep
Yeah.
walking in your
Friday.
power. Keep being
Friday.
amazing.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Don't
Money
fold.
Friday.
Don't
Never
fold.
Friday.
fold. Never
Don't
tap
fold.
out.
Don't fold Friday.
You heard it?
Don't fold
On
Friday.
no
That's
day,
it.
on no day, 1 o'clock. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who y'all getting with.
1
Can't stop,
o'clock.
won't stop. Y'all already know that this is
Oh,
definitely
no.
a place to be. I love y'all. Life. Y'all out here and keep walking in your power, be amazing, and live a love-filled life. Have a great weekend, everybody. We love y'all.
You too.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Weekend.